Hello, friends. My name is Luann, and I have something really exciting to share with you. Well, it's exciting to me anyway. I teach with Outschool and Vipkid, but this is for Outschool, basically. The things that I do are with Outschool are very hands-on. I teach kids how to make geometric shapes by folding, and in order to do something like that, they have to see my hands and what I'm doing. So it's been kind of challenging. I've tried it with the cell phone. It doesn't seem to work for me. It might just be, I'm thinking it's probably my cell phone, and I do not want to buy another cell phone at this time. So it could be the cell phone, or it might be my internet connection that's just not holding on to the signal. So basically what I'm telling you is that in the middle of class, what's been happening is my cell phone will shut down. And that's kind of problematic because the kids need to see my hands in the middle of the class. And so I needed another solution. So as I was looking through Zoom, and I did a lot of research out there to try to find a solution. And most of the times what I've found was the cell phone, which it's working really well for a lot of people, but not me. So I thought, okay, so as I was looking through Zoom, I noticed that there was a place for a document camera, and I didn't even know what a document camera was. So I researched document cameras, and I found a lot of document cameras that were very expensive. Well, here's another expensive solution. So I decided that I would, I even looked on eBay to try to find used ones, and I found used ones that seemed very cost effective. However, you have to really be careful with those because they do not work with the Windows 10 operating system. So make sure if you do buy a document camera that you make sure it works with your operating system, because the older ones are not supported in Windows 10 or the newer versions of Windows. I do not have a Mac, so I'm not really sure about that. But anyway, so I thought, a document camera, what would happen? This was my line of thinking. What would happen if I use two webcams? Because currently I use it's a Logitech 930. That's what I'm recording on right here. It's a Logitech 930. Now here's the thing. All of the webcams are all on back order. You can't even find a Logitech webcam at a reasonable price anymore because they're really bumped up in price on Amazon and eBay. They're less expensive on the Logitech website, but they're all on back order because there's such a demand right now for webcams that they're upping the price just because of supply and demand. It's all over the internet, and I did not see anybody using a second webcam on Zoom. So it was a gamble anyway. So what I did was I bought a really inexpensive webcam, like 25 bucks on Amazon, because I knew I could return it because I have Prime. So I could return it if it doesn't work. So I received that webcam and it did work. It didn't work very well. It had a really red pitch to it, but it was sporadic. It was almost like when I tried to switch to cameras, it got really confused. Now, I decided I was going to try it one more time because it was working, and I didn't know if it was that the webcam was defective or what. So what I did was I returned that and ordered a different one. Now this one, I spent a little more, like my son picked it out. He kind of is a better judge of electronics. So he picked it out, and that is this one here. I couldn't even tell you what it is. It's just a lesser expensive. I really, it's made in Germany, that I do know. But it was $39, something like $35, $39. I'm not really sure. But anyway, so I received that, and wouldn't you know, it works. This one works. Now, one thing that I have noticed is that when I use it, it uses just, the driver says USB camera. So if you go down to, there's down at the bottom corner, there's a video camera. So you will go down there, click that, there's a little arrow going up like this. You click that and it will show you your different cameras. So the last one that I had that was not working, that one said the name of whatever the driver was of the camera. I don't remember what it was. This one just says USB camera, which might be why it's working. I'm just guessing. I really don't know. So, you know, but I have a feeling that's why. So if you're interested in trying something like this out, I'll put a link down at the bottom. So if you go down at the bottom corner where it says stop video or video, if you do that little tab that goes up, you'll see all of your different camera settings. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to switch. Whoops, there's a lot of things there. I'm going to move my camera, this one here, I moved it out of the way. So you will see I'm going to switch it to USB camera. There you have it. So this is the camera that I'm using. So here's what I'm going to, now what I'm going to do is I've switched with that little arrow and I've switched to USB camera. Now what I'm going to do is go down onto the bottom. You'll see screen share and it's got an arrow going upwards. I'm going to do screen share. And then when you go into screen share, it'll be on basic. But what you want to do is go to the advanced tab and then you go to content for second camera. So I click on that and then I press share. And what you will find is, here we are. So here is up in that corner, you will see that this is my hands and this is the other webcam, and now you're seeing my regular Logitech camera that I use all the time. So yeah, that's working pretty super. So now what I can do is up that corner, you'll see something that says switch camera. You'll see it's up there while you're in screen share. If my mouse will go over there, here we go. So here, oh, that's my laptop camera. And there you have it. So now here, I'm gonna go this way. Okay, this is what I'm trying to do. So you have to move around cameras. So I think there's truth to that where I have to make sure that I have the Logitech on. So there you have it. This is, now you can see that I'm up in the upper right hand corner because what I wanted to do was have it where they could see me still talking, but would be able to see my hands. So here is what I'm going to show you. Is this. So this is just because I have a desk that's glass, so I get a lot of reflection off of my desk. So here, one thing that I do is I read books to students. So as you can see, this makes it really nice because one thing about this camera versus my Logitech is really soft. This camera's got really bold colors and it, you know, very saturated colors, which might be good. I mean, it's not great, I don't think. But it's really good for a document camera because as you can see, like this has really got some nice saturated colors for this book I'm reading. I mean, just look at that, the masterpiece. This is really a good book. All these paintbrushes have autism. So it kind of, the author of this book, he gave me permission to read this book for Outschool, and his daughter has autism. And so it's really kind of gives you, I used to work in children's crisis homes, and I used to work with a lot of autistic children, and I don't know, really have a heart for that. So anyway, so here is this. Now I just ordered a clamp. I have this here that I used for my when I first started with my, it's connected to my desk. I used this here so that I could connect my phone. It kind of snapped into there and then hung over because that was going to be my document camera. But as I've already described, it didn't work very well. But what I did do was I ordered a clamp so that I can clamp it to a clamp with a post for like a camera post, and it will clamp right onto here. And instead I will hang it over this because right now I'm using this, which is a tripod, which works good too. But it will work better with books because then I can just go to the side. That's what I did before and it worked great. Sorry if I made you seasick. So anyway, as you can see, you know, the thing is, you can either read the book from the screen. Let me try to get that straight. Or I can read upside down. So you know, that's easy for me to do, or I can read from the screen, which will make it look better, I suppose, because I will be able to, it'll be like I'm reading directly to the people, to the kids. Okay, in the back of the studio behind lumps of clay. So anyway, I'm not going to read the book, but this works great. I mean, look at these vivid colors with this particular camera. The other one that I had that I returned was not that great. It was like you were looking at a red blob. So it was very saturated with the red color. So that is that. But anyways, see, now you just have to switch over, stop share, and then you will go back to your main camera. It's a sweet setup. I've been using it now and I'm loving it. I can't wait to get my clamp. That will be another really helpful tool. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this, and this helps answer some of your questions because I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people trying to solve this puzzle just like me. So anyway, happy teaching. Have a really good day. Bye-bye.